What is on, everybody? It is LC Muscles 20 here, back with a brand new Paint the Game Pick'em, Season 7, Episode 15. Right this way. There you go. You got Tiny Tim. So how's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing good. I just got done work. Unfortunately, I got done work a little late, and then I had some internet issues trying to get back on, so... With that being, so I was trying to connect my computer. It wasn't connected to the internet somehow. So I was just trying to get it working, and now I finally got it working. So with that being said, we got a show to do, and week 15 is going to be an interesting week. Before we go ahead and talk about the week, Tiny Tim, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Tiny Tim, representing America's team 24/7, 365. Yeah, the Cowboys beat the no-names, but I wasn't really smiling about it because, well, how is it that you go into halftime with a 24-point lead and then you end up winning by only 7?
That makes absolutely no sense.
Right. I mean, I still think that Dak is. I mean, I don't think he'd want to admit it himself. I don't think even Jerry Jones will admit it, but I think that calf is still bothering him just a little bit. I think he's just knowing a lot more than what he's letting on, you know. So I guess he doesn't want. I guess he doesn't want to get all these Cowboy fans in a panic or anything. But I think we know better.
I completely understand.
Right.
Completely. My Steelers play the Vikings. Unfortunately, we lost a very close game. Almost had it. We almost tied the game, went to overtime. Daniel Sun almost blew a 29-point lead, which is absolutely insane. What's up, Brand Raj? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. Your team has actually won 2 in a row, surprisingly, but there's still plenty more left to go. Thank God there are no more bye weeks. We have finally entered the period where there's no more bye weeks. Tiny Tim, I feel good having 16 games finally back, man. How do you feel about that?
Going and blowing from all the way until the end of the season.
I'm excited, man. And the good thing is you got games on Thursday, on Saturday, on Sunday, and on Monday. So we got 4 days of football. 4 days of NFL football, man. I'm extremely excited. But before we go ahead and do that, Tiny Tim, introduce myself. Unfortunately, Alexander the Great, though, just is not feeling 100% tonight. So he could not make it. But you know what? We're still going to have a great show otherwise. Before we get into the main NFL picks, though, let me go ahead and go into let me go ahead and just pick my picks because this is something that Dashi has requested me to do, and I told him I will be doing this to start off the show. And we are going to start off the show with Capital One Bowl Mania college football, baby. College football is going to be happening. The bowl games are coming up starting on Friday afternoon. So Friday afternoon are the first set of bowl games, and we're going to go ahead and pick every single bowl game. So yeah, guys, going all the way to the BCS National Championship, I'm going to give you guys my picks, and I'm going to tell you guys who I think is going to win each game and why. Some of them I'll just go through quickly, but let's just get right through it. Tiny Tim, you ready, man? I know one of your favorite college teams is Texas, right?
Yeah, but unfortunately, Texas went 4-7. They didn't even make a bowl game. Not even one of the mediocre bowl games.
My team, FA, did not make a bowl game. You were going 5-7, so I understand completely.
Right.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and pick each and every bowl game. I'm not going to go through some of them. I'm just going to go through the quick ones. So the first one's Toledo, Middle Tennessee. Toledo's a 10.5-point favorite. I'm going to go easily Toledo. Mm-hmm. Then Northern Illinois and Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina, a much better team. The Cure Bowl. I'm picking Coastal Carolina. They're favored by 10.5. Easy pickings there. Then we got the local bowl game here, the Boca Raton Bowl, Western Kentucky and Appalachian State. Western Kentucky beat FAU, and unfortunately, I want Western Kentucky to get a little taste of their own medicine, because they beat FAU 52-17. I want them to get blown the hell out, and I think they will. Appalachian State wins again in the Boca Raton Bowl. Right. The Celebration Bowl, the Jackson State and South Carolina State. Here's the fun thing about South Jackson State, Tiny Tim. Did you know they got the #1 high school recruit in the entire country? That is absolutely insane. Because usually the top recruit of the country does not go to a lower tier score. They go to like a Florida State, Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia, one of those programs. But now, for the first time, I think in I don't know how long, they've actually picked a low tier school. Like Jackson State's part of the HBCU, and their conference is nowhere near as big as like the SEC and all them. So having the #1 college recruit go there, it's absolutely incredible. And it's pretty much credit to Deion Sanders, Mr. Prime Time. You know him too.
Oh yeah, Neon Deion.
That's right. Neon Deion is the coach of Jackson State, and they're 11-1, easily winning there. He's going to be at the game. Yeah, that's going to be an easy win. UTEP and Fresno State in the New Mexico Bowl. New Mexico, the only reason why I would ever want to visit New Mexico is to see Walter White's house. Let's be honest here. That's the only good thing about that state. Fresno State easily wins that one. UAB and BYU. I'm picking BYU. 13th ranked BYU. Yeah, it's not even going to be close. And UAB, I want them to taste revenge as well because they beat FAU. Eastern Michigan and Liberty. Malik Willis's final game before he goes to the pros. He's a top 5 quarterback going into the draft. Malik Willis will have a great game here. Are you serious? This is a bowl game, Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl.
What the?
Why, Jimmy Kimmel?
I'm going through the same thing with you. I'm making my picks just like you are. Jimmy Kimmel, L.A. Ball. They're just reaching.
They are reaching. Jimmy Kimmel's not, dude. Like his show is even like one of the worst rated shows right now, and yet you're giving him the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl, garbage bowl name. Utah State wins just because I'm not a fan of Oregon State. I think Utah State's just a better team. Utah State wins the Jimmy Kimmel. That's one of the worst bowl names I've ever seen in my life. I'd rather have the Pornhub.com bowl than have this Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. Hey, I agree, man. Hey, it'd be a better name than that. New Orleans Bowl. Okay, New Louisiana Raging Cajuns are 12-1 this year against, and then Marshall. Yeah, I don't like the Conference USA teams this year. Conference USA teams pretty much are going to get killer bowl games. Raging Cajuns crush in the New Orleans, and they usually win the New Orleans Bowl pretty easily. Myrtle Beach Bowl. Okay, Old Dominion Tulsa. I honestly don't know who to pick. So let me see if there was any, like the Louisiana Bowl we just picked was Louisiana 5.5. Old Dominion Tulsa. Tulsa's 9.5. Give me Tulsa. So I really don't know why, but then the previous one was Raging Cajuns. They were 9.5. And then before that, Utah State was actually Oregon State was the favorite, surprisingly. Who knows though what's going to happen? Now here's a classic name and one of my favorite names: Famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Played at Boise State, the Blue Field. I love that. Wyoming is a 3-point favorite. I like Wyoming just because, hey, man, that's where Josh Allen went, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So I'm going to go Josh Allen, man. This is the one matchup I think the Conference USA team will win, and that is the Frisco Bowl. That is the one in Texas. I think it's in the Dallas Cowboys practice stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, yeah, they have it there, right, Tent? You there, buddy? Oh, damn it, his computer froze. Let me see what's going on.
Oh.
You there? Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, for some reason the connection is just really wonky right now. I don't know what's going on.
It's probably my end. We've been having hiccups for the last few months. I need to talk to my landlady about that.
You should, man. You definitely should. But San Diego State and UTSA. UTSA is a 2.5-point favorite. I think they will win over San Diego State. San Diego State is just not a good bowl team. They do well in the regular season, but for some reason the bowl games they usually don't perform well. I'm gonna take UTSA. Armed Forces Bowl, Army in Missouri. Give me Army. Come on, man. It's the Armed Forces Bowl. Army is a 3.5-point favorite, and you got to root for Army, man. Army. Frisco football, another Frisco game. Frisco Football Classic, North Texas and Miami of Ohio, where Big Ben played. Miami, Ohio is actually a 3-point favorite here. And I'm actually going to go with Miami of Ohio in an upset. Actually, no, they're not an upset. They're favorite, so.
I'm going to have to go with. I'm going with North Texas. My favorite wrestling family growing up was, of course, the Von Erichs, and
that's right.
Kevin and David. They both attended. Well, back then it was called North Texas State University.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's called University of North Texas now. So, for the Von Erich family, the greatest family in wrestling, at least in the state of Texas. Go Mean Green.
Hey, man, it could be an interesting game. The good thing is I'm wearing Miami, Ohio's best football player, Big Ben.
That boy's ready for a rocking chair.
I know, he's ready for rocking. I'll talk more about it when they get to the Steelers game. But Miami, Ohio, I'm picking them. The Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa. It's UCF.
What the hell is a Gasparilla?
I think it's dealing with the pirate ships. I'm pretty sure. It's something in Tampa Bay. I definitely know that. Gasparilla. Yeah, it's based off Gasparilla Island in Florida. So yeah, and that is in Tampa, and that is Florida and UCF. I'm actually gonna go with UCF because Florida's had a terrible year this year, man. I don't even they barely got into the bowl game this year, and they are favored by 6.5. But I think UCF is going to win for some reason. Just call me crazy. I think they're going to have UCF win this one. I just think UCF's a little bit better team.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Hawaii Bowl. So actually, I would love to visit Hawaii one day, man. I would love to visit there. I've heard it's beautiful.
That would be wonderful.
It would absolutely be wonderful. You got Memphis and Hawaii. And this one, Memphis is a 7.5 point favorite. They did win their bowl game last year over FAU. I think that Hawaii actually gets a win. I think Memphis suffers a loss here. I think this is definitely going to be a close game, but I think Hawaii. I just like the fact that Hawaii has home field advantage pretty much in this game.
Probably.
So then we got the next game, which is Georgia State and Ball State in the Camellia Bowl. I'm not sure where the Camellia Bowl is. I think that's in Alabama. It's in Alabama.
Oh.
Ball State, I'm not a fan of them. I follow them for just for pick'em purposes, but otherwise I'm really not that big. Georgia State, though, I think is just a better team. I'm going to go Georgia State.
Yeah.
And that is on Christmas. That is actually one of those games on Christmas. I think it's the only game on Christmas for college football.
Wow.
It's interesting. They have Christmas football. Who would have thunk?
I guess because the NBA has a bunch of games on Christmas Day.
Yeah, they do. I'm just hoping this game outviews the NBA because right now, man, the NBAs have had a really bad season in regards to ratings. So
right.
Next up is the Quick Lane Bowl, Western Michigan and Nevada. Western Michigan, one of their big wins was against the University of Pittsburgh, and they went 7-5. Yeah, it's crazy to think they beat Pittsburgh with Heisman front, like one of the Heisman top 5 Heisman candidates in Penny Pickett. It's insane. And then you have the last game for Carson Strong for Nevada, who Carson Strong, I've heard, is a fantastic quarterback. He's a top 5 quarterback. And we'll see. Carson Strong looks like he's a very good fit, and he'll do well in the NFL. I don't know if he's playing in this game, but I'm going to pick Nevada just because in Carson Strong plays. I'm going to pick Nevada. University of Nevada, even though I'm not a fan of one of the players who went there, Colin Kaepernick, but still. Yeah, I know. Military Bowl. Wait a minute. Why are they 2 teams that are not even involved in the military? Why couldn't Air Force be in? Wait a minute. How did Air Force? Because I know Navy wasn't that good this year. Air Force could have made it in. Air Force, they were 9-3. So why aren't they in the Military Bowl? That doesn't make any sense because they're a branch of the military. But yet Boston College and Eastern Carolina. Huh? Boston College, Eastern Carolina. Boston College is a 3-point favorite. I'm actually going to go East Carolina. They actually played Cincinnati very close this year. They play them very close until the very end, and they have some good games. They played Appalachian State very well. They play UCF pretty well. I think Appalachian State's just better overall matchup here. Birmingham Bowl. Ooh, okay. This is in Alabama. Auburn. So close to being Alabama. If you beat Alabama, I probably would have picked you, but I'm going Houston. Houston, just a much better team. Even though he lost against Cincinnati, Auburn is a 3-point favorite, surprising, but I'm going Houston here. Yep. You know anything about Houston?
Yeah, I did mention Kevin and David Von Erich went to North Texas. Their brother Kerry actually had a scholarship at Houston, and he was a wrestler there, and he was a discus thrower just like his father Fritz Von Erich, God rest his soul, and held the record. And he was noticed by the United States Olympic Committee, but that was back in 1980 when the Summer Olympics were going to be held in Moscow over in Russia.
Oh boy!
And that was when President Carter boycotted the Olympics. It was like the height of the Cold War between the U.S. and the Soviets. So Americans didn't go to the Summer Olympics that year.
I remember that. That was crazy to think about that.
Yeah.
Even though you did have the Miracle on Ice, though, which was pretty cool to say at least as well. Air Force. Now okay, this makes sense. So First Responder Bowl, because Air Force is a member of the military branch. First Responder, Air Force in Louisville. This is an easy Air Force win. You got to root for the Air Force, Army, Navy teams in these kind of bowl games. Louisville, sorry, you're not winning. Even though you're 1.5 point favorite, I think you're going to lose this one. Air Force wins this one. Liberty Bowl, Texas Tech and Mississippi State. Mississippi State's a big favorite here, and I can see why. I'm going Mississippi State. Texas Tech not had the best year, though. Holiday Bowl, a game that is not on a holiday. Maybe we would put a Holiday Bowl on Christmas Eve or Christmas. Maybe it would have made more sense. NC State and UCLA. NC State's only a 1.5 point favorite, surprisingly. I am going to go with them, though. I think that they're just a tad bit better. Guaranteed Rate. Another bowl game with a terrible name. Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Good Lord. These bowl names are getting way too ridiculous every year. Minnesota Golden Gophers, just because. Then we have Fenway Bowl. Oh, this is the game at this is the game. Oh man, got another internet hiccup. Dang man, no worries, no worries. Tim, come back on when you're ready. I'll just go through the rest of these. This is actually going to be in Boston, in the Red Sox Stadium, so that should be interesting. SMU wins over Virginia. Virginia, they're okay. Virginia Tech and Maryland, I really don't know who to pick here, so I'm going to go Maryland just because the Tagovailoa brothers is playing there. Liberty Bowl, Tiny Tim picks Mississippi State. And then the Fenway Bowl and Pinstripe Bowl, I'll let you know when it comes. Oh, yeah, the Pinstripe Bowl is actually going to be played in the Yankees. So this is played in Boston State, Red Sox Stadium, and this is played in the Yankee Stadium. So pretty interesting on that one. Cheez-It Bowl. Cheez-It Bowl. Cheez-Its. For some reason, I've never been a fan of Cheez-Its. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of Cheez-Its, and I'm not a fan of this bowl game. Clemson and Iowa State. Surprisingly, Clemson made it to rank number 19. I am actually legit surprised because I didn't think they were going to get ranked this year. They lost to Pittsburgh, lost to NC State, and lost to Georgia badly. But somehow they turned their season around. DJ Uiagalelei is going to have Clemson finish off an interesting season in the Cheez-It Bowl and get a bunch of Cheez-Its because I don't know why. Alamo Bowl. This actually is probably one of the better games on the slate. And Tiny Tim's back.
Yeah, I'm back here. Just another one of these damn internet hiccups.
I get you, man. That's what the story of the night's been, but can't believe there's a Cheez-It Bowl. I'm not a fan of Cheez-Its personally. I'm just like, they taste too like bitter for me. They don't like there's like supposed to be like cheesy flavor, but it just tastes like a raw cheese flavor. Right? It's actually like one of those cheeses that's like a little bitter. I'm like, and it's just too crunch. It's just like not my thing personally. But we do have the Alamo Bowl, actually one of the more competitive games up here in the Alamo Bowl, Oregon and Oklahoma. I'm actually going to go with Oregon here, but Oklahoma will make this a good game. Oklahoma is the favorite 4.5. Who do you think of this one, Tiny Tim?
Actually, kind of going with Oklahoma. Of course, many of y'all know Texas and Oklahoma have been invited to join the Southeast Conference. The only question now is when they're going to do it.
Yeah, I heard about that. I thought they were going to join 2024. I know FAU has joined the American Athletic Conference, same conference as Cincinnati. Getting out of the Conference USA, thank God. We need to get out of there.
Right.
But what do you think about that move, though, going to the SEC? I'm intrigued.
I think Oklahoma can survive. I just don't think Texas can.
It's going to be rough for Texas to survive the SEC. I will give them. I will say.
Pretty much over the last 15 or so years, ever since the beginning of the Big 12, it's pretty much been a one-team conference, and that, of course, is Oklahoma.
Yeah, it has been Oklahoma pretty much dominating, other than the one time Baylor was really good with Robert Griffin III.
Right.
And then there wasn't too much else otherwise. It's mostly been Oklahoma, personally.
Yep.
Next up after the Alamo Bowl is the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Why? Why is this a name? Why? Duke's Mayo Bowl? God. These names are just ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Duke's Mayo Bowl. And where's it at? Oh, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina, of course. And it's the Battle of the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina. And it is going to be Sam Howell's last game because he is going to go in the draft. He's a top 10 quarterback prospect. I'm going to go with North Carolina. Both teams were really bad this year, though. Music City Bowl. Okay, Music City, I actually like the name Music City Bowl. It actually fits well. Tennessee and Purdue, I actually like Purdue. I think Purdue is just a little bit better. Tennessee is favored by 4, though, but I think Purdue will make this a one-sided game late. I think Purdue wins. And then North Carolina was favored by 7.5. That's why I figured North Carolina would win. Peach Bowl. Okay, now we're actually getting to a really good game here. Pittsburgh and Michigan State. Now, this is going to be a really damn good game. I'm excited for this one. Kenny Pickett's last game before going the draft. Michigan State's had a fantastic year. I like Pittsburgh to win personally. I think that Pittsburgh should win, but Michigan State will provide a great game. Michigan State, though, is a 1.5 point favorite. I think Pittsburgh, though, is the pick to go. I think Kenny Pickett balls out in his final game before going to pros. What do you think, Tiny Tim?
I'll probably go Michigan State. Like you said, they've had a pretty darn good year. So just go ahead and finish it on a high note.
Exactly. They did beat Michigan this year, who is in the Final Four, which we'll get to.
Shockingly.
I know. That was nuts. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Las Vegas Bowl, Wisconsin and Arizona State. I like Wisconsin personally, even though I'd like to see Herm Edwards' teams compete because Herm Edwards is the coach of Arizona State. I think that.
Hello. You play to win the game.
That's right. I love that.
Yes, I did. I totally remember that. Hey, wasn't he the coach of the Jets when he made that statement? Oh my God.
He was the coach of the Jets. That was amazing, man. Yeah. I loved it. That was one of the greatest sound bites ever, other than Jim Moore's playoffs. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Playoffs. I just hope we win a game.
Classic.
Both classics, man. Gator Bowl, Wake Forest and Texas A&M. Both have had a pretty good year. Texas A&M is a 5-point favorite. I like Wake Forest is good nasty though. I'm going to go Wake Forest, even though Texas A&M will probably make it a good game. I'm picking Wake Forest an upset here.
Wow.
I don't know why they played Pitt good in the ACC championship game, and I think that some of the stuff will carry over. Sun Bowl. This is the interesting bowl. Washington State and Miami. Miami's the 2.5 point favorite, and I think Miami will win this game, even though how they handled their coaching situation, having the coach for next year was kind of really crappy. Pretty much make that coach wait 24 hours to say, oh, no, we're going to need to bring in this guy. I feel bad for him, but still. Miami's going to win, unfortunately.
Yeah, give me the U.
The U. That's right. Arizona Bowl, Central Michigan, Boise State. Why don't you have a team from Arizona be in this bowl? Like, why don't you put Boise State in there and then put Wisconsin, like Boise State, Wisconsin, and then Arizona State, Central Michigan? Because Arizona Bowl, it doesn't make sense if you don't have a team from Arizona in there. Because Boise State and Central Michigan are nowhere near Arizona. Boise State wins this one. Boise State is an 8.5 point favorite. They crush it.
Yeah, I'm going to take Boise State because of my offensive coordinator was once a star quarterback there.
Kellen Moore, that's right. I remember that. Now we get into the top tier games. Cotton Bowl Classic. Number 4 Cincinnati versus Alabama.
No brainer.
Man, I would love to see Cincinnati beat the hell out of Alabama, man. I'm actually thinking that this game is going to be a lot of people closer than people think. I think this game, Cincinnati proved to themselves this year why they deserve to be into the bowl game. Alabama, though, is great. I think how they beat Georgia was really good. Man, this is just a tough game to pick, dude. Realistically, this is just a damn tough game to pick. Even though it may seem obvious at the end, I'm going to go Cincinnati Bearcats.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm actually going to go the Cincinnati Bearcats. Why? Alabama has lost as a number 1 seed before in the college football playoff. They lost to Ohio State, who won the NCAA championship that year against Oregon. And that was the
I
first.
remember that.
And yeah, I actually got the Cincinnati Bearcats shocking the world and beating Alabama in my upset of the bowl. That's my upset of the bowl season. Then we have the Orange Bowl, Georgia and Michigan. Georgia is a 7.5 point favorite here. I know Alex is excited for this one because he is a fan of the Go Blue. He's a Go Blue fan. But Alex, I'm sorry, man. I got to go with the favorite here. This time I'm actually going to go with the favorite and go Georgia. I think they will win, and I think they will beat Michigan. Even though Aiden Hutchinson, one of the defensive players from Michigan, is now projected to go number 1 overall. So we'll see what happens here. Realistically, this could be very interesting to say the least.
Michigan has been riding high ever since they somehow beat the Ohio State University. But
that was absolutely incredible.
But now I think this is where reality is going to set back in. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I think Georgia just had one bad game. I think they rebound here and they win in the Orange Bowl. Even though that is going to be, both of these will be great games to watch.
Yeah, now we go to the New Year's 6.
That's right, the New Year's 6. The Outback Bowl, Penn State and Arkansas. Penn State is actually a 2.5 point favorite here, surprisingly. And I'm actually going to go with Penn State. I think Penn State will win this one. They've had a decent year, but you know what? They've had some tough losses. But I think Arkansas will give them a great game. But I think Penn State in the end will win this game. Who do you think is going to win?
Well, I have to be partial to the Razorbacks because I got a lot of relatives that live in the central portion of the state. So I go Hogs.
Very nice. That is awesome, man. You can't go wrong with that. It should be a good game though. And I can see why I go with Arkansas, but I just like Penn State there personally. Next one is the Fiesta Bowl. Oh man, this is gonna be a good game. Oklahoma State and Notre Dame. Notre Dame not playing, being the independent. They didn't make the playoff this year. They're one game short of it. If they went undefeated, they probably would have overtaken Cincinnati personally.
Probably.
But I think Notre Dame, though, will probably beat Oklahoma State. I think Oklahoma State, though, looked really bad against Baylor. And I think that Oklahoma State, unfortunately, will not be able to recover. Notre Dame is a 2.5 point favorite here. Who do you have, Alex? Tiny Tim.
I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and take the Fighting Irish, even though I believe the Oklahoma State Cowboys are going to probably make a game out of it.
They definitely will. I agree 100%. Citrus Bowl, Iowa and Kentucky. Ooh, this will be another good game too. Kentucky is a 2.5 point favorite here. Iowa's had a good year. Don't get me wrong. Iowa's had a good year. They've lost to Michigan, got killed by Michigan, but they've beat Penn State when they were ranked number 4 in the country, beat Iowa State when they were ranked number 9, Indiana when they were ranked number 17. They had some good wins. So this game will be close. Kentucky, though, Kentucky beat Louisville, but they did beat number 10 Florida, which was the first time I think they beat Florida in a long time. Even though they lost to Georgia, they kept it close. I think that Iowa will win, but I think Kentucky will definitely make it close, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I agree.
Even though it's a 2.5 point game, this could game go either way. Now, this is Dashy's game. Dashy's going to be looking forward to this game the most. Utah and Ohio State. Utah's had a good year. They beat Oregon twice, which is actually incredible. They're the Pac-12 champions, and this is in the Rose Bowl, and the Rose Bowl being one of the biggest games of the year. They know how to play in these kind of big games. They know how to play in these big games, man. Utah being in the Rose Bowl, being Oregon twice, dominating them, 38 points each time. Ohio State did lose to Oregon, though. So Ohio State may be able to make a game. Utah may make it close, but I think personally Ohio State is going to win. I think Ohio State's just a better team. They're favored by 6.5, and I think Ohio State will win. What do you think? All right, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it to Ohio State just to get the bitterness out of losing to Michigan.
I agree.
Pretty much the only good reason I have.
100% agree. Then we have the Sugar Bowl. Who will win in the Sugar Bowl? Baylor and Mississippi. This will be another fantastic game. Ole Miss and Baylor, both teams are really good. I think this is Baylor's best season they've had in a long time. But Ole Miss with Matt Corral, it's hard to down him, man. Even though I want to see Ole Miss lose just because Lane Kiffin decided to go there instead of stay at FAU, which I'm a little bitter about. I'm not going to lie. But Baylor, I think they'll win. I think Baylor's going to win and send Matt Corral to the pros a loser. What do you think, Tiny Tim?
I pretty much agree with everything you said right there.
I think Baylor's going to win. I think Oklahoma will make it a good game, but I think Baylor will win in the end. Then why Kansas and LSU, Louisiana, in a Texas Bowl? That makes absolutely no sense here. Why not take like Texas A&M or one of those teams and put them in the Texas Bowl? Absolutely no sense. LSU and Kansas State. Kansas State's favored by 1. I'm going to go with LSU, though. I think this is Ed Orgeron's last game at LSU. Yeah, I think it was time for him to leave. And LSU, they're being a rebuilding team. I think they will get this window, just get a few prospects. So Kansas State will make it close.
Yeah, I would think so.
Then we have the national championship game. Cincinnati and Georgia is my college football prediction. What would yours? Alabama and Georgia, the rematch of the SEC championship game?
Let me go back to that. Yes, it was Alabama and Georgia. And, well, I'm pretty much saying, although I'm not very enthusiastic about this, because they seem like to be the New England Patriots of college football.
Yep.
Roll Tide.
Oh, man, brutal. I trust me. I think Cincinnati shocks the world and beats Alabama, just like Ohio State did in that first college football playoff. But reality's going to set in. I think they lose to Georgia. I'm actually thinking Georgia to win the national championship this year. How many points will be scored in the college football national championship game? I'm going to go 78 points. I think it's a final. Wow. Georgia, 35, Cincinnati. 78? Actually, no. Wait, 78 would be – no, it's 60. I'm sorry, 68. 68 points, 35, 33. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs to beat Cincinnati the national championship game.
I'm going to say 33-30, so that would be 63 points right there. Got Alabama, so wait a minute, it says 43 of 44 picks made. Who did I miss? You can go on and continue. I'm just going to look for the game that I missed here. 44 bowl games. I mean, I swear, this is... I
think they made the pick. I think it's 42 games just because the national champion. I think it's 43 of the national championship game.
Oh yeah, the First Responder Bowl, Air Force in Louisville. I'll take Air Force in that one. So that finishes my picks there.
There you go. You can't go wrong there.
Well, of course, I always said that the real bowl games take place on New Year's Day, so.
I agree 100%.
Alrighty.
Now, before we get into the NFL picks, let's go ahead and take a look at our playoff standings. So we got our playoff standings. Michigan close. Yeah, I could see Michigan winning it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the standings for the AFC and the NFC. The AFC, New England Patriots, after being Buffalo, sit at 9-4. Buffalo is at 7-6 at the 7 seed. Tennessee's at the 2 seed at 9-4. Kansas City at the 3 seed, 9-4. Baltimore 8-5 at the 4 seed. 5th seed, the Los Angeles Chargers at 8-5. 6th seed, Indianapolis Colts at 7-6, and the Buffalo Bills at 7-6. 1st seed, the Green Bay Packers. That bad man. Green Bay. Hell yeah, man. They are the number 1 seed. Tampa Bay, number 2 seed. 3 is the Arizona Cardinals. 4 seed is your team, Tim. The Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
But if the season ended today, they would have to play the Los Angeles Rams. Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah, that would be a tough one right there.
Niners are the 6th seed, and Washington is the 7th seed. So who will be in the playoff hunt after this week? You have to find out. With that being said, let's go ahead and finally get into the NFL picks. I know it's finally 40 minutes in the show, but you know what? We're going to get involved in the NFL picks right now. College football, I had to do the college football games beforehand. Thanks to Dashy for the request. But let's go again to the football games. We got the Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles Chargers. Really good games for tomorrow because we've had, I think this is like our second Thursday night game. Actually, it's going to be actually watchable because the Steelers Vikings was last week. So, yeah, we actually be a watchable game here. So, it's to me the Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Chargers. This game is in Los Angeles. Kansas City is a 3-point favorite. Sean Smith is referee, and you know who the announcers are. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Aaron Andrews, and Christina Pink. Who do you got, Tiny Tim, and why?
Well, it looks like the Chiefs offense is starting to get its groove back. The question is for how long, because it seems like they ride high and then they drop off, and they ride high and then they drop off. Defense is pretty steady. But don't underestimate Justin Herbert and that Charger offense. But after looking at this, I am going to take the Chiefs on the road. It'll be a close game. I see the Chiefs winning this one by a score of 28-24.
There you go. Can't go wrong with that. But my thing is here, the Chargers have had the Chiefs number recently. They won in week 3 at Kansas City, 30-24. Patrick Mahomes played one of his worst games of the year. And the Chargers, if they have everyone healthy, I think they can make this game closer than a lot of people think. And I think right now, I think the Chargers got this one. I think the Chargers sweep the Chiefs. Wow. I think the Chiefs win streak ends here. I think that Kansas City's defense has been playing really well, but let's be honest. Who have they realistically played that's actually good? You play Green Bay without Aaron Rodgers. You play the Giants. You play the Raiders twice, who the Raiders are absolutely garbage. But we'll talk about the Raiders in a second. And you play the Denver Broncos. Have you played realistically anyone with a potent offense? The answer is no. And the last time they played a potent offense, they suffered. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers to win this one. I think the Chargers, they're not my upset pick of the week, but they are going to be a team I think that's going to win. And, you know, with me being pretty much being out in the pick'em standings right now, I'm pretty much in a dogfight with everyone, but it's not very looking good for me in the pick'ems for Steel Man's pick'em pool. I just got to make some bold picks here. Give me the Chargers to win this one. Final score, Chargers 31, Kansas City 30. Give me the Chargers to win this one. Now my pots did change with the news that happened recently, and that was that the Cleveland Browns have had a COVID outbreak, and now this game on Saturday is going to be affected on it. It's Saturday football, baby. Saturday at 4:30 on NFL Network. Cleveland Browns host the Las Vegas Raiders. This game is in Cleveland. Las Vegas actually moved to be now the favorite because Cleveland originally was a 7.5-point favorite going this game before the COVID outbreak. And now not having Baker, Jarvis Landry, and many others, and Kevin Stefanski being out.
Yeah.
Cleveland having this bad of an outbreak is going to hurt them badly. And now they're playing on a shorter week, playing against the Raiders, even though they did beat the Baltimore Ravens. But pretty much, let's be honest, they beat the Ravens with Lamar being hurt in the first half of the game.
Right.
Letting Tyler Huntley come back and almost beat them. Now playing the Raiders, who pretty much their season's near dead. The Raiders are a 1.5-point favorite in this game. Craig Rolstad is the referee. The announcers for this game is going to be Joe Davis, Kurt Warner, Melissa Stark, and Steve Weish for this game. I've not heard this crew yet because they have not had NFL games yet, but I like Kurt Warner's announcer though. Kurt Warner's gonna be good. I'm actually gonna go first on this one just because the fact that Cleveland has now had a bad outbreak to pretty much where they're now going to start Case Keenum and a lot of the backups. Who the hell are they going to throw the ball to with all these guys being out now? Who the hell are they going to throw the ball to? Without having your best receiver, it's going to be a problem. Las Vegas is desperate for a win at this point. Derek Carr has looked completely pedestrian, but ever since Henry Ruggs got hurt, and I hate to say it, losing Henry Ruggs killed their entire season. They have one win in the past 6 games, and that was against the Cowboys, and that was a very lucky game. But I think they turned their season around here, and I think I turned their momentum around, and I think they beat Cleveland, especially with a lot of Cleveland losing everyone with COVID. I think that this is going to hurt them. I think that they lose here. Give me the Raiders to win a close one. Final score, I'm going to go 19-16. Give me the Raiders. I think that this is an ugly, ugly game, but I think the Raiders somehow win with the late Derek Carr touchdown pass to Hunter Renfrow.
All righty then. Yeah, I originally had Cleveland winning this game 27-23, but since the news of the COVID outbreak, I just had to flip it. Gotta go Raiders 27, Cleveland 23. Because
there you go.
That's like you said. Who is they going to throw to on the Cleveland side of the ball? I mean, who's left?
You have Donovan Peoples-Jones is now the number 1 receiver in Cleveland. That's not a good recipe for any. That's bad. Donovan Peoples-Jones is now the number 1 receiver in Cleveland. Yeah, not a good recipe for success. At least this game won't be affected, and this actually will be a good game. New England Patriots and Indianapolis Colts. This game is in Indianapolis. New England, though, is a favorite. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. The Colts are a favorite? Really? Wow.
Really?
I'm actually surprised here. The Colts are actually favored in this game by 2.5. This game is in Indianapolis. They're favored by 2.5, and the announcers for this game are actually the referee for this game. I'm sorry. The referee is Carl Sheffers, and the announcers for this game are Kevin Burkhardt, Greg Olson, Pam Oliver, and Christina Pink. I'm actually surprised Indianapolis is the favorite, but what do you think about this, Tiny Tim?
Well, Indianapolis may be the favorite, but right now they've been doing pretty darn good with that rookie quarterback, Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not my upset special of the week, but I do see an upset here, New England. I'm taking the Patriots 31-28 over the Colts.
I agree with you 100% on this one. New England right now, I'm surprised that they're the underdog in this game, but I think that they will win. I think the Patriots right now, they continue their momentum. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've won 7 games in a row, and now they had a bye week after winning 7 games in a row. They may come off a little rusty, but they have a favorable schedule the rest of the way. I think New England is going to continue their dominance. I think this game is going to hurt the Colts, even though Carson Wentz does know how to play the Patriots. So I think that the Patriots will win. Surprise. I think they will win a very close game. Final score, New England 28, Indianapolis 24. This game will be very close. I think Jonathan Taylor will have a great game for the Colts, but I just think it will be too little too late. Up next is the Carolina Panthers and Buffalo Bills. This game is in Buffalo. Buffalo is a 10.5-point favorite, and this is on the basis if Josh Allen is able to start. The referee is Clete Blakeman, and the announcers are, let me see here. Where's this game at?
I think someone actually gave me a copy of, I think, whatever you have right there. If I can just find it.
No worries, I got it, though. I think of
okay.
the Panthers, Bills, Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, and Sarah Walsh are the commentators for this game.
Right.
Josh Allen, if he starts this game, they're part of my 3 teams guaranteed to lose. Yeah, Craig Worlstead. Ashley's not a fan of Craig Worlstead, but let's be honest here. This game is not even going to be close, especially if Josh Allen plays. Even Mitch Trubisky plays. I think that this is going to be an absolute blowout. And my goodness, man. I think that this is going to be a one-sided affair, even with Mitch Trubisky, because if Josh Allen can't go, they're going to play Mitch Trubisky. And the Bills are going to want to win after having that tough loss against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Back-to-back tough losses. I think that they're going to win. I think that they will rebound against the Panthers. The Panthers, let's be honest, ever since Sam Darnold got hurt, their offense has been completely inconsistent. And ever since Cam Newton's been back, he has not won a single game. That's embarrassing. Right. It sucks to say, but this is Cam Newton's farewell tour, and it's going to take place in Buffalo, and he is going to get killed. Buffalo wins this game easily. Final score. Bills. If Josh Allen plays, I'm going to say 41-14. But if Mitch Trubisky plays, it's going to be 28-14. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, there's no question. The Bills are going to take this one. I say if Josh Allen plays, it will be Bills 33, Panthers 13. But if Trubisky starts, I'm going to give it 21-13 in favor of the Bills.
There you go. Now, next game, I think this one's completely obvious. Even though one player now has announced that he will be out for the rest of the remainder of the regular season, he probably will be back for the postseason, and you know who it is.
This is my stone cold lock of the century.
Arizona Cardinals and Detroit Lions. This game is in Detroit. Cardinals are favored by 13.5 points. Referee for this game is going to be Land Clark. And the announcers for this game are going to be Gus Johnson, Aqib Talib, and Megan Olivier. Let me be honest here. Even without DeAndre Hopkins, expect James Conner to have at least 3 touchdowns and Kyle Murray to have another on the ground and through the air. Final score 52-7. Give me the Cardinals to destroy the Detroit Lions. I cannot believe I picked Detroit last week being my upset pick of the week. That was a terrible move. Even the 2 times I picked Detroit to be the upset pick of the week, they get killed. Got killed when they played the Eagles, and they got killed when they played the Broncos. Never picking them again the rest of the year. Detroit, you blew it for me in pick'ems. What do you think, Tiny Tim, about this game?
I absolutely agree with what you say. This will be a total blowout. There was 11.5 or 13.5?
13.5 points.
They're going to win by more than that. Give me the Cardinals to blow out the Lions 35-6.
All right, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, this game is not going to be close. This is my second of 3 teams guaranteed to lose here, and it's Alex's team. Miami Dolphins versus the New York Jets. This game is in Miami. Dolphins are a 10-point favorite coming off the bye week. The referee for this game is going to be Ron Torbert, and the announcer for this game is going to be Greg Gumbel, Adam Archuleta, and AJ Ross. What do you think about this game, Tiny Tim?
Well, I know who's not going to win, but the question is, how good is Miami going to be?
They are coming off a bye, and they've won 5 in a row.
They've won 5 in a row. They're starting to slowly work their way back up, even though they may not make the playoffs, but what a run they've had.
I agree.
Give me the Dolphins at home. Alex, if you're watching, I'm going with your boys. Miami 21, Jets 13. Fins up.
I agree easily here. Dolphins win this game 38-7. Zach Wilson looks like he's a bust. He looks terrible. Let's be honest, he's a rookie. He's not the future right now.
No.
Let's see if he develops next year. But right now, Dolphins win 38. Fins up. Dolphins win. But before we do that, I did forget. I got to get Alex's picks, though, because Alex did send me his picks. So let me go ahead and
let's catch everybody up to speed on his picks.
Let's catch everybody up. So rewind here. Let me go ahead and get Alex. Let's get Alex's in. And I got to sign back in. Oh, boy. All right. Okay, there we go. Signing in. Da, 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 da. There we go. All right, Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great. Chargers, he actually has the upset pick of the week. His siren pick is 31-27.
Yeah.
Chargers over the Chiefs. He agrees with me. Chargers over the Chiefs, an upset. Browns 23, Raiders 10. Even with the COVID outbreak, Alex, I'm surprised you're still picking the Browns. Even with the COVID outbreak. Colts 24, Patriots 20. He's actually going with the favorite Colts.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, I'm actually surprised. And then he has Dolphins 34, Jets 10, Cardinals 52, Lions 0. Cardinals are his Stone Cold Lock of Century of the Week. And then Bills 31, Panthers 17. And those are his picks up to this point.
Yeah.
Next game on the list, we have your team, actually, Tiny Tim, and it's my third and final guaranteed team to lose. Cowboys and Giants. This game is in New York. Cowboys are a 10.5-point favorites. Referee for this game is going to be Jerome Boger. And the announcers for this game are Adam Amon, Mark Schlereth, and Shannon Spake. I'll let you save you for last time. I'm just going to get my pick out of the way first. The Giants' offense is completely, let's just be honest, even Bad Dog says it, they're a dumpster fire. And the good thing is he wears a paper bag over his head now. I feel bad for Bad Dog because he's such a great content creator. But let's be honest, he agrees the Giants fucking suck and they need a completely clear house in the offseason. Right. Cowboys win this game easily 49-13. Give me the Cowboys easily in this game.
Yeah, like I said earlier at the beginning, Cowboys just led Washington 24-0 at halftime, and then they ended up winning 27-20, only winning by 7 points. I think, like I said, I think Dak's still dealing with the calf injury, although he doesn't want to tell anybody. I'm telling you, a lot of people are saying, hey, forget Defensive Rookie of the Year. He should be the overall Defensive Player of the Year. And that's number 11, Micah Parsons. This kid is like the second coming of Lawrence Taylor. I mean, this kid is a beast.
Micah Parsons, man, is incredible.
I love this guy. And it was so great to see Randy Gregory back in the lineup. Great to see DeMarcus Lawrence. We have a young man got back in the lineup, Neville Gallimore. And, of course, Trayvon Diggs, he's still doing this thing, although he hasn't made an interception like a game or so. But it's the Cowboys defense that's really driving this team. Now, if Dak's problems with and he's got drop passes here and there, I really don't see that happening. New York Giants are pretty much as bad as the Jets, if not worse than the Jets. I gotta go with my boys. One step closer to clinching the NFC East. Give me the Cowboys by a score of 35-17. Therefore, I'm making my Dallas Cowboys my Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the Week.
There you go, man. I love it. I love the confidence, man. That's amazing. And your Cowboys deserve it. Up next, though, and thanks to Tennessee Steel for letting me know about this, Washington and Philly. And with Washington now facing a COVID outbreak, the Eagles are favored by 7 points. The referee for this game is going to be, let's see here, Tony Cornette. And the announcers are, which I had, and I lost. Dang it. I had them and I lost it. I had to pull it back up. Dash Jules. I had it. I don't know where it happened. Hold on. I will pull it back up. Here you go. The announcers for this game for the Eagles and the Washington no name is Kevin Kluger, Mark Sanchez, Dirty Sanchez, who Mark Sanchez actually played for the Eagles. So actually fitting. And Laura Oakman. And I'm picking Philly. With Washington having this COVID outbreak now, it's not going to affect Dallas, but Washington, man, losing that game to Dallas, I think pretty much hurt their chances going forward. I like the fact that they are still a really good team, But I think at the same time, I think Philly right now, they've been playing really well. Their offense has been being very consistent. And the Eagles, I think, even though their offense, their defense needs to improve, but I think their defense will win. They've won 4 of the past 6 games, and they've actually looked pretty good. So I think that they – oh, yeah, the Browns and the Rams are also getting hit, which I'll talk about the Rams in a little bit. So, yeah, I'm actually picking the Eagles here, and I think the Eagles will win. I think this is they have not. This is their first matchup of 3 games. Like two out of the next 3 games are against Washington. I think they get the first one, but I think they'll split with Washington. So I think Philly wins this one in Washington. Washington will win a few weeks later. Washington will make it close. Final score 31-28. Give me the Eagles. Fly, die, chickens, die.
I'm just reading Kevin Rio's statement here. I think that is slightly incorrect. I think the Cowboys' magic number is 2.
I think so. I think it is too, because Philly, I think, is in second place in the NFC least. Oh, Washington is second. I'm surprised. Washington is second. So Washington goes to 6-8. Eagles will jump right up. But the Cowboys have beaten the Eagles once. They do have that conference tiebreaker, but they do play at Philly.
And that was the Monday night game that I went to back in September.
That's right. You did go to that game. I remember.
Yes, I did. Well, as far as this game is concerned, I think Jalen Hurts is still hurting a little bit. The Eagles have been doing pretty good. But I still think that Washington defense is just a little bit better. I'm sure that they are mad as hell losing at home to the Dallas Cowboys, and for that reason, LC, sound the alarm.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my!
This is my upset special of the week. I'm taking the Washington No-Names to take down those filthy Philadelphia chickens. Give me Washington 27-21.
Wow. What an upset, dude. That is an upset pick special if I've ever seen one. That is a good one, to be honest with you. That's a really good pick. Alex, let's go over the last couple of games. Cowboys 34, Giants 14. And let's see what he has for the Eagles. Who is he going to agree with? He actually agrees with me 24-17 Eagles.
Wow.
So, right to think of things. So interesting on that one. Up next is my Tank Bowl game of the week. Dun, 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 dun. It is the Texans and Jaguars. Both these teams have been eliminated from the playoffs. One of only 3 teams to be eliminated. Detroit, Houston, and Jacksonville have all been eliminated. So this is a Tank Bowl game. Jacksonville is a 3.5-point favorite. The referee for this game, do we even really care about this game? I don't think many people do care about this game. I don't even think Jaguars and Texans fans will watch this game. Alex Kemp is the referee, and Andrew Catalon, James Lofton, and Sheree Burns. Oh my goodness! So Jets are eliminated as well. Jets, I thought. Oh yeah, the Jets are eliminated. That's right, the Jets are eliminated. So,
yeah.
Who do you got for this Tank Bowl disaster game?
Well, I can see another win for Urban Meyer, even though I don't think he'll stay in Jacksonville at the end of this season. I'm just taking right off the head here, Jacksonville 21, Houston 16.
You know, I was really just like convinced that this game is going to be an absolute dumpster fire, but I decided to make this my coin flip game of the week. Because I really don't know who to pick, and I really don't.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, this is my coin flip game of the week. I really do not know who to pick for this game, and I really don't care. So I'm just gonna go say Jacksonville is the Pittsburgh side, and Texans are the Lynx side. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. Screw it. Jacksonville wins off the coin flip. My final score. You know what my final score is gonna be?
6-3.
You're actually close. 9-6. 9-6.
I didn't think it was going to be that much.
God, it's just gonna be a bad game.
Yeah.
6-3 does sound like a better score, but 9-6. I'm gonna go 9-6. I think somehow Jacksonville gets a game winning, gets a safety to clinch the game. But yeah, this game's gonna be bad. Even though I think this game will be a bit fun. It'll be funny to watch. There is a bad story coming out of Jacksonville that Josh Lambo, when he was in Jacksonville, when he was trying to compete for a roster spot, Urban Meyer actually kicked him. And I'm like, are you serious? Urban Meyer, what the hell are you doing, man? That's a terrible thing to do, especially to a player. You're just kicking a player. Are you serious? Urban Meyer's not lasting. It was a bad decision to go to Jacksonville as a coach.
Yeah.
He should never be allowed in the NFL again as a coach. Screw Urban Meyer. Screw the Jaguars. This game's going to suck ass either way. No one's going to watch it.
Nope.
Up next is the Tennessee Titans and Pittsburgh Steelers. This is my game. Pittsburgh Steelers and Tennessee. I was just talking about that. It's Tennessee Steelers. But yeah. Tennessee Titans and Pittsburgh Steelers. This game is in Pittsburgh. Tennessee is the favorite here at 2 points, but this game is in Pittsburgh. The referee for this game is going to be Brad Rogers, and the announcers are Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and I just had it here. I don't know where it went. But yeah, it's Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. This is the CBS game of the week. But yet, it's something in my area. It's not a local game because the Dolphins are playing. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wilson. So, go ahead, Ty and Tim.
Yeah, I hate to disappoint you again. I mean, I don't know what Pittsburgh team I'm going to see, but it's just a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Discombobulation, maybe.
Yeah, they are discombobulated. I 100% agree.
Yeah, and I mean, even without Derrick Henry, Tennessee has been doing pretty good. I mean, I think they got Julio Jones back off the injury list. Good to see him again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the Titans on this one. Give me the Titans on the road, 24-20.
There you go. Now, the next game. Actually, no, I forgot to give my pick. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking. I'm gonna go more into this in my hate week, but I have picked against the Steelers before. It's not going to be this week. It more likely probably will be next week if we lose this game. I will probably pick the Chiefs. But let's be honest here. Look at my name on the board. Steelers playoff hunt begins now because right now the Steelers still have a mathematical chance of getting in the playoffs. We have to have a lot happen, but that AFC North is still winnable. Don't get it twisted, man. The Steelers still have a chance in the AFC North. Even though we do have the toughest schedule remaining, though, Mike Tomlin knows how to play against tough teams. And we have played the Tennessee Titans very well. In the past 6 to 8 games, we've only lost 2 games in the past 8, which is incredible. The last time being that Thursday night debacle. And then I know the Titans. I'm not a fan of the Titans just because, especially because of that 2002 wild card game. Divisional round game. I'm sorry. 2002 divisional round game and the 2008 game in the regular season where they stepped on the terrible tile. I'm not a fan of them at all. Are they worse than the Ravens? No, but they're still pretty bad. I think Pittsburgh, though, will get the win. I will explain more of my hate week. Hate week should be out probably by late Thursday. Yeah, it'll be late Thursday before the Thursday night kickoff game. We'll probably be done right after I get done work.
Mm-hmm.
So the Steelers, I think we should take advantage of everything. We're going to get a lot of our players back, and the Tennessee Titans do not have Derrick Henry, and they probably will not have A.J. Brown or Julio Jones in this game, which will hurt them dearly, especially in the receiving game. Ryan Tannehill cannot run his offense by himself. They need receivers, and if they don't have at least Julio Jones in, it's going to be a long day. I'm picking the Steelers to win this game. I think they will win because I think they will finally play a full game of football at some point. This has got to be the game, and we do play really well against Tennessee. We let Tennessee come back in that last game last year when we played them it was the 27-24 game where we barely beat the Titans, but still, I think we're going to win this game, and I think it will be convincing. None of the Titans running backs scare me. None of the receivers scare me. None of the tight ends even scare me. Final score, I'm going to pick Pittsburgh 28, Tennessee, I'm going to say 17. 28-17, give me the Steelers here. They usually play a lot better at home as well. I don't think they really allow that many points at home compared to on the road. The Steelers play way worse on the road in regards to having points allowed compared to at home. At home, I think the most amount they allowed at home was 20. Let me see here. Yeah, the most they allowed at home was 27 points compared to 41 on the road. And I think that they will get this winner. I think Tennessee, unfortunately, just does not have an offense that can actually scare Pittsburgh. So, yeah, I think the Steelers win 28-17. Give me the Steelers. It'll be ugly, but I think Big Ben will do enough to get the team to win. Now we get into the 4 o'clock games. This game coming up is actually a pretty good game. The Cincinnati Bengals and Denver Broncos. This game is in Denver. Denver's actually the favorite here at 2.5-point favorites. Adrian Hill is the referee, and the announcer is going to be Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn. So, what do you think is going to win this one, Dashy? Not Dashy. God dang it. Dashy is the band of the Bengals. I know Dashy's going for the Broncos. But who do you think is going to win, Tiny Tim? God, it's been such a long day.
Oh, I hear you. It's been kind of a long day for me too, but I'm actually going to take Denver at home. Not going to them. It's going to be a close game. Give me a score of 21-17. Give me the Denver Broncos over at Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I honestly was thinking Cincinnati was going to be favorite, and they were the favorite in the beginning of the week, but now Denver has become the favorite, surprisingly. Denver has played somewhat competitive football, but their offense has a lot to be desired, especially playing against Kansas City. They had a lot to be desired, but I think the Broncos will get the win. I think the Bengals right now are on a downward spiral, and I think that right now the Cincinnati Bengals are just the Cincinnati Bengals. They had that one game against Pittsburgh. Otherwise, they really haven't looked that impressive. They lost to the Jets, lost to the Browns. They beat the Raiders, but the Raiders are a dumpster fire still. But I think that they will, unfortunately, lose this game. And then they got to play Baltimore, Kansas City, and Cleveland left in their schedule, man. That's not going to be easy for them. Give me the Bengals to win. Final score, the Bengals to lose to the Broncos. I was thinking if the Bengals were early in the favorite, I was going to have the Broncos my upset pick of the week. But now since the Broncos are favored, give me the Broncos to win. I'm going to say final score of 23-21. Give me the Broncos. Up next is the Atlanta Falcons and San Francisco 49ers. This game is in San Fran. 49ers are a 9.5-point favorite. Good Lord. Clay Martin is the referee, and the announcers for this game are that's weird on the way. Oh, it's on CBS. That's why. Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins. So I'm just going to say this right off the bat. I'm just going to go first on this one. Niners right now are a much better team defensively and offensively compared to the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are an absolute dumpster fire of an organization. Whenever I pick them to lose, they win. Whenever I pick them to win, they lose. The Atlanta Falcons are the definition of just an absolute joke of a team. Matt Rhymister just does not know what the hell he's doing. And I think he's getting closer to retirement at this point as well. I got the Niners this one. Niners convincingly win here. Final score, and especially Niners are going to get that momentum after beating Cincinnati. Niners win. Final score 34-17. Give me the Niners.
Yeah, give me the Niners too. Yeah, San Francisco's come along pretty good. Atlanta's still Atlanta. Not much to say with them. I'm going to take the Niners to beat the Falcons at home by a score of 27-13.
There you go.
27-13. Give me the Niners.
Can't go wrong there. That's a good pick. Now we got Brandon Rogers' game. One of the comments earlier. Seahawks and Rams. This game is in Los Angeles. Rams are a 4.5-point favorite. The referee for this game is going to be actually, no, not Brad. Sean Hockley. And the announcers for this game are Chris Miles, Daryl Johnson, and Jen Hale. I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. I'm gonna say Tyington for last. This one. The Rams getting that win over Arizona Monday night was very impressive. They completely rattled Kyle Murray to the bone, and the Rams revitalized their season. They needed a statement win. They got it against the Cardinals, and now they play the Seahawks, who pretty much beat the Niners and the Texans, but realistically, they were on a bad losing streak. But their 2-game win streak ends here. Final score. I mean, their win streak here. I think the Rams will continue their momentum. Final score: Rams 34, Seahawks 20. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, Rams riding high after taking down the top-seeded Cardinals, which of course dropped the Cardinals to the number 3 seed in the conference and moved up the Packers. Of course, we'll talk about the Packers here in a bit.
Yeah.
Seattle. Well, we talk about teams that are dumpster fires. Seattle has been kind of playing as if they've been a dumpster fire for a long time now.
I agree.
I just don't see any life coming to them. So give me the Rams at home by a score of 31-24.
Very nice. Then we got the Fox football game of the week. This is the Fox game of the week. Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. This game is in Baltimore. Packers are a 5.5-point favorite. The referee for this game is going to be Brad Allen, and the announcers are Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and Aaron Andrews, along with Tom Rinaldi.
Yeah.
Packers easily was one, especially with Lamar Jackson not being able to play. The Ravens do have some offense capabilities, but let's be honest here. Packers have that bad man. The Packers win this one convincingly. I think the Packers win 38 to 20. Actually, no, 38-17. Give me the Packers. This game won't be close.
Yeah, this could put another notch in the case for that bad man to be league MVP again. I think it's going to come down to him, and it'll be the bad man versus the GOAT. And this game, Lamar Jackson, he's hurt, and even if he was playing, it wouldn't matter. Give me the Pack on the road by a score of 35-13.
Bam, that's a brutal score.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. And now we got the Sunday night football game. Check your local listings. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and New Orleans Saints. This game is in Tampa. Tampa is a 10.5-point favorite. The referee for this game is going to be John Hussey, and the announcers for this game, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, and Michelle Tafoya. You know the crew. What do you got for this game, Tony Tim?
Well, not much to say here. Tampa Bay's at home. They got the GOAT. You got the incredible Gronk. You got the great Mike Evans. Who do you got in New Orleans?
Alvin Kamara?
Well, Alvin Kamara for a rushing game, but other than that, I don't see anybody anymore because Michael Thomas has been out for the season. Drew Brees retired. So, no choice but give this one to the GOAT and to the Bucks. Give me Tampa Bay at home by a score of 35-20.
Yeah, I don't see how the Buccaneers don't lose this game. This game's over by halftime. I'm just going to say 42-13. Give me the Bucks.
Now that's brutal.
New Orleans scores a late garbage time touchdown with Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara pretty much just does the whole work world, but he gets pissed after the game because Trevor Siemian is not a quarterback, even a good quarterback in New Orleans. Let's be honest here, he's not.
Right.
Then we conclude with the Monday Night Football game. But before we conclude the Monday Night Football game, we got to go over Alex's picks because Alex have not had a chance to go over his picks yet for the rest of the games. He actually has Texans over Jaguars 14-3, Titans over Steelers 26-20. He has Bengals 28, Broncos 24, Niners 41, Falcons 21, Rams 31, Seahawks 27, Packers 37, Ravens 21, Bucks 27, and Saints 11. And the Monday Night Football game. Check local listings on ESPN. Unfortunately, this is not Mancast, which sucks, but it is still going to be an interesting Monday night game. Minnesota Vikings and Chicago Bears. This game is in Chicago. Minnesota is a 3.5-point favorite. Scott Novak is the referee, and the announcers are Steve Levy, Brian Greasy, Lewis Reddick, and Lisa Salters. So, who do you think is going to win this one?
Well, after all this time here, Chicago winning and losing at home, winning and losing on the road, they're just an average team. I think Minnesota is slightly above average. You got Kirk Cousins really doing the job. Justin Jefferson is moving on up. And of course, oh, what a feeling when you throw to Adam Thielen, you know?
He's going to come back this week. That's right.
He's coming back, and that's a very good time. So because of that, I am taking the Vikings on the road to beat the Bears by a score of 30-16.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you here 100%. The Minnesota Vikings are just a much better team here. They completely dismantled the Steelers on Thursday night, especially that first half. The second half, they did not play as well. But still, Alex has Vikings 24, Bears 15. I think this game will be closer than people think, but I think the Bears will play good because Justin Fields, give credit to Justin Fields. He knows how to play prime time. Give him credit. He's a bright young star. They just need to start supplying with better players. Personally, because Allen Robinson's not that good. Darnell Mooney's been the one receiver. And actually, Darnell Mooney's not a bad receiver. Cole Kmet's not a bad tight end, but they still got to improve in a lot of areas. I think the Bears will make this close, but I think the Vikings will win at the end. So give me the Vikings to win the final score 30-27. Give me the Minnesota Vikings. Dalvin Cook runs wild over that Chicago Bears team.
That would be nice.
Then that's it, folks. That's our show. Pain Game Pick'ems. That is Pain Game Pick'ems Season 7, Episode 15. There's not much time left in the season, guys. After this, we'll only 3 weeks left, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Alex comes back next week. I'm sorry he couldn't make it tonight, man, but still, we carry the show on, and me and Tyington, we know how to carry a show.
Hey, we do, because that's what Alex would want us to do.
That's what Alex would want us to do. And Tyington, man, it's always great to have you on, man. And I'm hoping for both our sakes that not only your Cowboys win, but my Steelers win too, man, because I want to see the Steelers rebound, man. This is time for the playoff hunt to begin. We got to freaking start somewhere, man.
Yeah.
And the Titans, who have been our bitch lately, we're going to start getting something going. Any final words, Tyington, before I sign off for the night?
Well, I'm still waiting on my ugly Christmas sweater to come in. Hopefully, it will come in the next few days. And if it does, like I said, if I had gotten it a couple of days ago or even yesterday, I would have worn it tonight. But it looks like we'll probably have to wait until next week so I can show off my sweater to you. And it's going to be our show before Christmas. So how appropriate will that be? So everybody enjoy the games. Y'all stay safe out there. And I'll be back with you boys next week. Same time, same place.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully Alex will be back with us next week too.
Hell yeah, man. That'd be amazing, man. If Alex could be back. I know we had some great episodes. This is definitely another great episode of ours as well. We got through all the college football games. We got through the NFL games. And we got 16 games. We got 3 more weeks left of 16 games each, including this week, which is another 16 weeks. I'm excited to have 16 weeks of football finally back. We haven't had that since week freaking 4, and we're finally getting back this week. With that being said, having 4 days of football is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait for it to happen. Thank you all for watching. See you guys later. Stay awesome. And remember, the Tennessee Titans, karma's still got you for stomping on that terrible towel. Just remember that when you get your asses whooped in Pittsburgh this week. Good night, everyone.